Hey everybody, it's Modern Refugee. I'm going to do a real world test today on my bush pot mods that I did the other day. Drilled some holes in there, made a couple of adjustments on a Stanley bush pot, but I'm going to try it out. Got a fire going out in my fire pit right now. It's really windy outside. There's probably about a 25-mile-an-hour wind blowing. It's about 45, 48 degrees, something like that in the sun. And I'm going to try to do a little cooking in it and see once kind of how long it takes and how it turns out. But I'm going to try cooking the Quintessential Prepper Store dry beans here. I'm not going to do anything with these. I'm going to just use plain old dry black beans. Just going to pour them in. I'm going to cover these bad boys with water. And I'm going to kind of keep track of how long that it's going to take me to cook these with this bush pot. I'm also going to kind of keep track of how much water I'm going to use, because I'm positive I'm going to have to add water to this throughout the cooking process, but I'm going to add a little more water in there yet. Get it up there. That looks good. That's about 3 cups. Kind of see there. About 3 cups of water that I got in there and a half cup of dry black beans. I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to put the fish spreader in to hold it above the fire, and I'm going to go hang it on the fire pit. When I got it out there, I'm going to show you what it looks like. And I'm going to show you my watch too, so you guys got an idea about how long it's going to take for this to cook. Well, here's my little modded bush pot on the fire pit. As you can see, it's windier than all get out today, so probably going to take a little bit for this to boil. But I got 3 cups of water in there and a half a cup of dry black beans. Got it hung with my with just a chain and S-hook. That's kind of how I like doing it here at my fire pit at my place. Got a little stack of wood going here to keep the fire going on it. I'm going to try to bring this to a boil and see how long it takes to cook those dry black beans that are in there. And I'm going to kind of keep track of how much water I got in there. You can see I replaced that plastic tab on the top of that lid there, and I put a big key ring in there to kind of show you. And I kind of split that key ring with the attachment on the lid, and I put that in there just a small ways so that ring will kind of stand up, so I can just slide a stick in there to lift that pot lid off and check it. But anyway, that's kind of what it looks like. You can kind of see the fire going on there. As I get a little bit further along here, I'm going to show you what this looks like, see how long it takes for those dry black beans to cook. My watch says about 2 o'clock my time, so when these beans are cooked and tender, I'm going to show you my watch again to show you how long it took for this project to take place. So anyway, when I get done doing some chores here, I'm going to check this again, and then I'll make another little video. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Well, here we are about a half hour in. Kind of show you there, boiling really good for me. Get my lid back on there, keep my heat in. Fire's getting beaten by the wind, but other than that, it's cooking pretty good. Water's about cooked half down already. I'll show you my watch quick here. I guess it's a little bit longer. It's been 45 minutes. Water's cooked down a little bit. I'm going to actually add a cupful of water back into that. I want to keep it submerged with water, so I'm going to do that now, and then we'll come back here in a half an hour and we'll check her again. Okay, I'm ready to check the beans here. I've put about 2 cups of water in over the course of the cooking. Pull some out here. You can see they're soft, starting to crack, so it's time to add a little seasoning. So I'm going to put kind of a black bean soup or chili type seasoning in. That's this right here. And give that a little bit of a stir. And I'm going to let this cook for a little bit longer. I'm going to add just a kiss of water in there, maybe about a half cup, just so it doesn't stick on me. But anyway, it's cooking really good. Like I said, the beans are pretty much soft. You can see that there on my watch, how long it's been cooking. We got about an hour and 45 minutes into it so far. So anyway, I'm going to put the lid back on this, and then when it's done, I'm going to show you the finished product. Checking it here one last time. That's kind of what it looks like. Beans are definitely tender. My seasoning was a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of oregano, a heaping tablespoon of cumin, a heaping tablespoon of chili powder, and a heaping tablespoon of dried green onions. So anyway, I'm going to take this off here, take it in the house, get it in a bowl so you guys can look at it a little bit closer here. Show you my time real quick. Got 4:03, so this has been cooking for 2 hours, and I started with about 3 cups of water in there, and I added another about 2.5 cups of water throughout the cooking process. So I'm going to get the lid back on this, get in the house here, and we're going to see what it looks like up close. Okay, here we are, back in the house, out of the wind. You can kind of see here once what the pot looks like, all burnt and nasty like I expected it to be. Kind of show you the inside here. Same thing, all nasty and funky from sitting out on the fire for 2 hours. And then here's kind of the result of the bean soup. The beans are tender. They needed a little bit of salt, so I added a little bit more salt from the seasoning that I had put on them. I mashed probably about a third of the beans in there to kind of thicken the soup up a little bit. This was a half a cup of dry black beans that I did not pre-soak at all. I just put them right in the pot, and I covered them with 3 cups of water. I added another 2.5 cups of water throughout the cooking process, so I used about 5.5 cups of water on these beans to cook them over the 2 hours. 2 hours and 10 minutes is kind of what the cooking time was, as you can see on my watch there where I kind of showed you on the updates. But that's kind of about how long it takes to cook black beans over an open fire in a little tiny bush pot, and I figured that was about serving for 1 person. So kind of gives folks an idea how my bush pot mods work, plus it gives you an idea about how long it takes black beans to cook kind of off grid out on an open fire. So anyway, hope somebody gets some information out of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to answer them. I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers out there. I hope you guys are getting some information from my videos. But this is Modern Refugee. You guys have a great day.